Holy crap, it's a bad game.
Holy crap, it's Angel Halo.
So I think this would have been a nice segment for previously on, but
That looks
I've
tasty.
actually just finished watching. Don't interrupt me. I've actually finished watching part 6, so here we are.
Yeah, the rocks and the mushroom are pretty much the only reason to go to this part, and to see the frame drop in the trees, because we missed that.
Man, the darkness gives Doom. Oh, scary, I guess.
Scary, but only within 20 feet. This actually becomes really useful later on, but this area is actually a little difficult if you're not careful. And this is also a demonstration of why I'm not going to use the barbed wire bat very much. Because I mentioned in the last part that it's harder to do the exploit where you do the finisher as they hit the ground. As you can see, I've just missed it twice.
Oh my.
And not only that, but watch what happens when I try to finish this one. He missed!
You missed! Oh.
But the reason that there are so many mantises in this area is there is another nest, like all the way at the back of this area. And it actually spawns them relatively quickly.
A nest. Haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, not since level 3, I think it was? 2?
What level is this again? 6? 7?
It's like level 8. We're approaching the halfway point of the game.
Oh, mantises. So, what do you call that kind of sound effect? You know what I'm talking about. Does that sound effect only happen when they, like, see your light or something?
No, it just happens when you, like, catch their attention. It's not necessarily when they see the light, but as you can see, I've got 4 mantises on my ass, so we're gonna run all the way back here. And they're just kind of gonna forget that we were there.
You know how I think...
You can actually pull them all the way back to the aggro line and then attack them, and they somehow won't realize you're attacking them.
And you thought the soldiers in Metal Gear Solid were stupid until they catch you.
I think maybe they somehow have a restraining order on their vision.
How's that work?
I don't know, but I've switched to the machete because it's way more reliable.
You know, I think a baseball bat would have been more useful if you like a hammer and nails.
This isn't Saints Row the Third, come on. Don't be ridiculous.
And this ain't Dead Rising 2 either.
This is Bug Island, this is a serious game.
Oh yeah, very serious. So what happened to that that supporting male character again?
We assume he's dead. But yeah,
Alright.
this is the one reason to not take the mantis nest out right away, is to get the bonus. Because this is the only place the mantises spawn.
Yes, and they don't tell you what the objectives are, yeah. I noticed that Mantis was like shrieking a bit. What was that about?
They just do that a lot, but this is why you take out the mantis nest.
Mystic
I
Peace.
wonder if this will kill me.
But more importantly,
Fruit tree.
I don't know, maybe that one would kill him. Or that one.
Yes.
Maybe that one would just jump up at his back and backstab him.
yeah, there are also crates scattered around this. I say scattered around, but there's really just like 3 places they are, and one of them is just a line of 4 crates. Oh, wait.
Oh.
We got this.
What's this?
That might be useful.
Yeah. It's like the main weapon you've been using with the game. So how
It's
many
like
mushrooms?
if we just played Resident Evil 4 and just
I wonder if
upgraded the
this will
handgun
kill me.
over and over, except we don't have to upgrade it.
It'd be like if Leon decided to upgrade his handgun, would constantly say, "This looks useful." So how many mushrooms and fruits and What other items? Health items do you have?
I believe we have breached 110.
Jesus. And you thought Cold Fear was generous.
Yeah, Cold Fear at least had like a set limit on the health packs that were in the medical rooms. But right now we're gonna go into the temple. Because there's one of those.
Wait, temple?
Yes. This is the
That
point
might
where the
be
game
useful.
starts to escalate into the more insane parts of the game. But first we're going to go in this room and find a room full of freaking crickets. But it's okay because they somehow don't notice us.
Well, I'm no expert, but maybe they just don't have like any sense of vision. They can certainly make a lot of noise, but they can't really see anything.
Well, okay, the cockroach is the same way too, though. So we're just going to kill it with rocks.
It's like, oh, that guy was throwing rocks. Oh, he ain't important. Whatever.
And we're going to take this one step further, walk into the room, and they still won't notice us.
They're probably just They're probably just like worker bugs, just going around minding their own business.
Oh, so they want to attack Ray, but they can't because they're still on shift?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Damn unions. But you can see that kind of shiny thing on the pedestal up there?
Shiny. I kind of missed it. I see it now.
Yeah, that's the reason to go into this room. It's actually another bonus objective.
Oh, okay. They didn't notice you, but these guys sure did.
Yeah, you have to walk like 5 feet into the room before the enemies finally notice you. And by this time, you can take out all but like 2 crickets and like some of the centipedes, so there's not exactly much of a threat left. And most of them are baby centipedes, so you can just step on them.
This has been kind of bothering me. Do you feel that the rocks are kind of underwhelming when you throw them?
Extremely.
I don't know. I just like to imagine, like, no matter how much force you put into throwing the rock with the Wiimotes, I just like to think that Ray himself is like, eh.
By God, Ray just hit that cricket with a 25-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah.
Bonus
so you gotta... Oh, new weapon?
Yes, we just got a lance, which is actually the first two-handed weapon that we can use.
Oh. Up in the ante in this one.
And it actually becomes useful very quickly. But first we're going to switch our light off as we go down this hallway. You cannot escape the blob.
Well, still better than Doom 3 in terms of lighting. That'll be the only good thing I'll say about this game so far.
Wow, a compliment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can't go into this room yet, but the room next to it we can. Although, to be fair, the only reason to go into this is that there's a save point on this desk. That's pretty much the only thing here.
Dark room, dark room. I seem to notice that there's a lot of tables.
Yes, quite.
So, what did lighting the lamps accomplish?
That activates save points. But we're going to use
Oh.
the Mystic Plate to set into this groove in the wall, and that'll open this door. And opening the door triggers a cutscene. A very stupid one.
Oh boy, let me get my popcorn. You know, it's kind of hard to look intimidating when your face is like right up there and it's like, hey, I'm a big ape, I'm going after you.
Oh my god, there's a giant gorilla outside. I better run outside to escape it.
Oh no, my friend's being attacked by a gorilla. Better get a can of food.
And a sandbag.
Okay, to be fair, that is useful. Even though you have like tons
Anyway, we're gonna run outside. By the way, if you run outside first, the gorilla isn't there, so I'm not sure where it came from. But before we go into that, we are going to equip the lance. And there's one trade-off to using this, which is, because it's two-handed, you can't use the flashlight.
Oh.
So prepare for blobs of war.
Oh, I see you're prepared for war, alright. Look at that lance.
Actually, the reason I use the lance is, for some reason, there's this invisible protective aura around the gorilla that if you try using the other weapons, you can't reach it. Unless you specifically attack, like, the side of its knee. So this just makes the fight a lot easier.
So, tell me this again. You need the lance?
You don't need it, but it helps a lot.
Oh, okay. So,
Same old AI.
Hey, I'm gonna get you. I got you. Your brother only took a bit of health away.
Basically the same plan as always with the gorilla. Hit it in the face and then whack it in the leg. Although the AI in this one seems to be a little more random as far as like when it charges at you and when it throws a punch.
I like how stupidly dramatic that cutscene was. Oh no, better shake, better shake. Okay.
It's not even that difficult to get out of.
I'm just trying to make this game more intense. It kind of needs help.
To be fair, this is actually like a somewhat intense boss battle, but not for the right reasons.
I like to say that this is a special kind of a survival horror game.
Oh, it's special, alright. Oh, this is one thing I want to point out. It has a new attack.
Whoa.
In this area, it can somehow create boulders from the ground and throw them at you.
So, I know someone from the fighting game must have done that before. But, basically he can make it rain rocks. That'll make Ray ever regret wanting to rock.
Now I'm just imagining, like, on that mountain in Ocarina of Time, that it's not really a volcano that's causing the rocks to fall, it's just a bunch of giant gorillas on top of it.
Oh, we gotta make a video for that.
No, we don't. Okay, but as soon as you defeat this boss, it doesn't fall over dead. What actually happens is, and I hope this is the right timing for it. Shit.
Oh no, you better use your 100 health items for this one.
Actually, we're not going to.
But he does like, but he does
Okay,
a
here we
lot
go.
of damage. Oh.
As soon as you defeat it, it runs off to the side and...
You know, I really have to add, it looks like Ray was feeling sympathetic towards the gorilla.
I know, he was like, oh, poor thing.
I've always
He
wanted
only
one
tried to
of these.
kill me and my friends and people I just met.
And then his eyes, like, powered down like it was a Terminator or something.
Hey, what's this?
Was he just thinking of a one-liner like "Hasta la vista, gorilla"?
Yeah, but unfortunately, they couldn't afford to keep the guy in the sound booth for any longer, so...
Oh. This game could have been great.
They had to get in... I think what happened was they opted to record more lines for picking up health items than to have a one-liner there.
Yeah. You know what makes a game scary? Get a bunch of health items and a checkpoint system.
Yeah, it's really scary to have security blanket after security blanket after security blanket in every situation. Because then you might get smothered by all the security blankets.
Oh man. Now that is scary. Oh.
Makes me want to escape from Blanket Island. I don't know.
Blanket Island. Truly the most awaited sequel since Bug Island. And your enemies include pillows and keyboards. I mean, they threw
And
Gorilla.
Medusa, because...
Yeah. And then Simon Belmont makes a cameo appearance. For like 10 seconds, and that'll be the only reason you buy the game. I know that makes no sense, but then again, Gorilla on Bug Island.
Well, because of copyright, it can't be Simon Belmont. It'll have to be Timon Montana or something.
And he has to be really flamboyant. And instead of a whip, he uses like a sword that's like a chain.
You know, I think we need to write this all down and submit it to Spike.
Character of the year.
Character of the decade.
Oh! Take that, Sergeant Woods. Bunny Gorilla.